Samsung did not have a stellar year in 2014. Most of their devices didn't do well, and the new Samsung Galaxy Note 4 was the only saving grace for the company. Another device that made a lot of headlines was the Note Edge. My name is Bharat Nagpal, and today we are going to be unboxing the Note Edge. Well, the box is very identical to the Note 4's box, and more or less the specifications and more or less the features of both devices are the same. However, this does have the Edge screen, which is the pièce de résistance of the Note Edge. The price on the box is 68,500 rupees, but we already know that Samsung is going to be selling it for around the 63,000 price bracket, or maybe even lower. Let's go on ahead and unbox the device. The first thing inside the box is the Note Edge itself, and you can see that the Edge is visible here. I'm going to put it to the side now and go further in. We see documentation on the inside. You also get a USB wall charger, some USB cables, in-ear style earphones along with additional ear tips. You also get additional tips for the S Pen and a tool to remove the tips of the S Pen and replace them. That's about it for the box. You also get a 3000 mAh battery that is going to go into the device. So let's go on ahead and take a look at the device itself. I'm going to get rid of the packaging, and here you can see the Note Edge. So over at the front you can see a front-facing 3.7 megapixel camera, which does do 1440 pixels at 30 frames per second for video. You also have a bunch of sensors over here, along with the earpiece and the Samsung logo. Under it, you have the 5.6-inch 2560 by 1600 pixel display, which is a Quad HD display. Below the display are two touch capacitive buttons in the standard Samsung format, and you do have the main home button, which also does have a fingerprint sensor. There is nothing to the right of the device except the edge of the screen, which curves towards the side and falls flat on the ground almost. On the top, you have the power lock and unlock button. You do have infrared blaster, the secondary noise cancellation microphone, and the 3.5mm headphone jack. On the left are the volume rockers, again really nice metal finish, just like the Note 4 all around the device. On the bottom you do have dual sensor microphones, micro USB charging port, and of course the slot for the S Pen. On the back is the 16 megapixel camera, which does have autofocus capabilities and 4K recording capabilities, which is 2160 at 30 frames per second. And you also do have a fingerprint sensor along with an LED flash, under which you have the Samsung logo, and at the bottom you can see that this is going to be a 4G device when it launches in the country, and you can see the speakerphone over there. On the inside is one SIM card slot along with a micro SD card slot, and of course you have the battery compartment, which houses the 3000 mAh battery. So that's a quick look around the device, and before we power it on, let's take a good look at the specifications of the new Note Edge. So on the inside is a Qualcomm Snapdragon 805 chipset, which is quad cores at 2.7 GHz. You also get the Adreno 420 GPU. You can install a micro SD card up to 128 GB, but it does come with 32 GB on the inside, and you also get a 64 GB option, which might not be available in India. There is 3 GB of RAM in there as well. The front does have Corning Gorilla Glass 3, which is excellent to prevent the scratches and damage that it might get. However, we did get one quick scratch while taking a first look at the device. The display is a Super AMOLED capacitive touchscreen display, which is one of the first for Samsung for this size of a Super AMOLED display, but it looks fantastic and the resolution is pretty good, gives it a total of 524 pixels per inch. When you turn on the device, you'll be able to run through basic setups, which you should do according to your requirements. And the first thing that you will notice is the Edge screen, and it'll give you information on how to set up the Edge screen according to your requirements. So if you continue scrolling from the right, you can get to a bunch of things that you can set up according to your requirements. So you can get the weather, you can get your Twitter information, you can also get your S Health information on there. You can also get your notifications on the right, and you can also get contact information along with your basic icons for the devices that used to be in the dock at the bottom earlier. The basic icons for the applications that used to be in the dock at the bottom earlier now show on the edge of the device. So phone, a contact list, messaging, internet, camera, the Play Store, and a bunch of Google apps that you can pull out from the right side as well. The Edge can come in really handy, and especially a bunch of features like turning off the screen and having it run as a night clock will be a really handy feature. You can also, of course, customize the Edge with your own wallpaper, etc. That option is also available. The device runs Android KitKat out of the box and should be upgraded to Lollipop, not too far away from when you buy the device. You also get the standard notification panel if you pull it down from the top, and you can also look at much of the quick launch toggles that are available, including a download booster and the ultimate power saving mode, which will make everything black and white. The device does feel really nice in the hand, and thanks to the premium finish of the metal on the sides, it really feels great in the hand. The Edge does not constrict the usage quite a lot, at least initially, and it makes it slightly more comfortable to hold in the right hand and to reach the far ends of the left side. You do have the standard S Pen that we saw in the Note 4, so you do get all the same features that you did with the S Pen, including the photo note option and action memo, which allows you to scribble down a number and then save it in your contacts or make a phone call to that number. Also save email addresses and then add them to your contacts. If you scroll from the left, you jump directly into the Flipboard, which was earlier My Magazine. So you can jump into Flipboard and also set it up according to your requirements and have your feeds show up on the far left. Like a blink feed or like what Samsung used to call My Magazine layout, it is now available standard as Flipboard. You do have an inbuilt infrared remote, so you can use the smart remote application to utilize all those features. Video playback seems to be good on the device, and the speakerphone is fairly loud, and we are quite happy with that. Overall, we are quite impressed with the initial first hands-on impressions with the Note Edge, and the fact that it does have this edge, which doesn't give you any great features as per se, but it does allow you to sort of have that edge in your device where it allows you to have something different, and that is what has been getting this device a lot of attention. However, does it really affect your daily usage? We don't know that for now. So we'll be looking at that in a later video. But thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions or queries, do drop them in the comment section below, and we'll try and cover them up in the final review. Do make sure that you vote for your favorite device in the iGyaan Tech Awards. You can visit the link in the description or simply on our website iGyaan.in. You can capture all the details on Facebook, Twitter, and on Google+. And of course, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/iGyaan, youtube.com/iGyaan TV. For iGyaan Networks, this has been Bharat Nagpal. Thank you guys for watching.